Okay, so this will be a 10-minute video. Uh, Please, if you like this, push the plus sign, like, comment, share, repost. But this will be 10 minutes. I'm going to put this on my social media. Please check out my YouTube channel and other places I post. Except for Twitch, I don't go there. But this is going to be a long experience-wise what I've seen in the game. First off, after you get the arcade, because you're definitely going to need the arcade if you don't already know that. And then you'll upgrade the place in that because you're gonna need to at least try to have the garage upgrade after a while, but it's not necessary. You just need the three boards. But it comes in handy when you have vehicles where you can just get the deluxe, get out of the arcade and fly. And by the way, I understand if you're like new or something like that. At least try to raise up a couple million by doing a bunch of soul missions by yourself because you're going to have to do that or buy a short card. One of the two. If you can't buy a short card, do so and that. But don't do glitches. Don't do my accounts. It's lame. Anyways. So after you buy it, and like I said, you're going to need to buy the best one, which is down towards, say, make sure everything's closer to say because the arcade all the way up in the middle of nowhere, especially when you're going to rob the arcade, it's too long in that, and some people quit too quickly. Me, I don't, but I've seen it done. Unless you can skip there, if you're doing it for your first time or somebody's doing it for their first time, you can't skip. So it's going to be a long drive to get there, and then somebody's going to get annoyed and they're going to mess up the heist. And I've seen that done. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I've seen it done. But after you buy the arcade, at least buy one down in the city. Buy closer to the city because it's so much easier. Like, if you want something up in the boondocks, now buy a property up there, like a house or something like that, like a two-person house or like a house with a two-person garage, six-person garage, wherever you want it in there. And I'll cover some other businesses in another video where you should have them at because it makes it so much better. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but if you grind long enough and you're patient enough, you can actually buy this in due time. It's going to take a long time since we're already in 2025, and the majority of us started back in 2013. But after you buy it, you'll can buy the back computer, the back bedroom. You definitely want the back bedroom because then you can spawn there just behind the board. So you want that upgrade when you buy the business. So make sure you calculate on your phone how much you need. And then build up to that amount, build up at least a mil or two more. So that way you have a mil to 2 mil left over to buy other stuff. And make sure you have a decent guns with silencers on them that's in these particular heists until you buy all the guns eventually. But always, and you can make them any color you want. You can put any library on them like you want. But you definitely want silencers on like sniper rifles and anything else you put in that heist. I'll be saying this in other heists, and I'll say which ones are best for it. Other people have different methods, but I say this is the best ways to do these particular heists because it makes it so much easier. Now, if you find a team that works together and doesn't leave you hanging, and then they have a diamond casino heist, and you can repeat the same process over and over again between silent sneaky, big con, and aggression, and I'll cover all three in this or a couple of videos with this picture on it. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. So after you buy it, and I know this is gonna be long, but after you buy it, you scope it out. You can get the vault door at your arcade once you get the blueprints for it. I'll cover that in another video. I'll have to remember where you can get some of these stuff because you'll get the vault, you'll get the hacking little thing that you get down the vault and the doors in the casino, which has the dot hack and the fingerprint hack that you can practice on. And by the way, I do have the picture of the fingerprint hack If you want, I can um, tag you and just message me. I'll tag you. I'll find the fingerprint hack and I'll tag you in it, or I'll put another one up. That way you have the fingerprint hack. I just don't have the dodge hacks because they change all the time and there's just too many different combinations. But the casino hack for the fingerprint, it's easy. I can send that and I can walk you through other ones on other heists. But once you get past that, you get the display model, the computer, the um, vault, the keyboard kind of wall hack thing for the vault downstairs, inside the vault to open the doors, unless you're doing aggression. Um, then you got the die hack or fingerprint hack for when you open the door or the elevator going up or down, depending which way you go, because everybody's different. But anyway, I say take the elevator when you're going out if you know what you're doing. Um, if you know where a guard is, unless he's frozen upstairs, and then you can get him that way, and then make sure you take it. By the way, a newbie mistake that I've seen so many times, or laziness, is when they don't take out the armor. Especially if someone's going to mess up or accidentally mess up, make sure you get rid of the armor first. And it's easy. All you do is take out like um, a whole bunch of them. Like I think it's like 10 or so. You have to fly across the map. At least have a sparrow or some flying plane that's fast. Especially a sparrow. If you have the submarine, the Kasaka submarine, then you can get the sparrow and then you fly across there. Make sure you at least have two people that have sparrows, because then you can get it done faster, or a raiju if you're good at it. But I prefer a sparrow because it's easier. Um, you'll get the boats out and everything else. Once you get that done, you can choose your gunman. You choose your car, your hacker. I would choose the best hacker, because the guy hacker, don't worry about the woman hacker, but get the very high end for 10% and do like low guns in a way, because it comes with a taser and you can shoot out the one camera. Don't shoot out all the cameras, just shoot one, and then you can shoot the other ones with tasers. And I'll put that in another video here in a minute, so that way you can find out how I do that, because I want to do a little bit more detail into it compared to other YouTube videos. I don't feel like running around and slowing down the time just to be able to do the whole video how it walks through these three particular heists and wait for a loading screen. It's a waste of time doing that way. But once you get in, and make sure you get level 2 cards. Besides getting rid of all the armor, get rid of level 2 just get the level 2 card only. It'll unlock the doors all the way downstairs. But once you get inside, it doesn't matter how you, as long as you don't go through the front door, just go through either side or the very back towards the racetrack. That's the best way. And then after you do that, after you get inside, shoot the airport security type system with a taser. Go through there, take out the 2 guards, take the camera out, then go up to one door in the behind the counter, take out the 2 guards inside. There's usually 1 or 2, and then wait for the other guard to come through near the elevator. Go up and around, sneak up behind him, and just shoot him in the back of the head. That's the best way to do that. And part 2 is coming up here in a second to walk the rest of the way through.